important message I would like to leave you with is that balanced health is beauty, but beauty in itself, it's not health. So the human health is the gut microbiome, hormonal balance, and proteostasis. It's a combination of those. And we have the good and the bad bacteria. I don't want to bore you with that. Everybody knows those things. And we have, sorry, that's me. If you notice here, the gut inflammation and hormonal imbalance have exactly the same symptoms: cramps, heartburn, diarrhea, constipation, bloating. Basically, all of these symptoms have to do both with hormonal balance and inflammation of the gut. So hormonal imbalance is what ages. It's aging. I know you say, okay, menopause creates hormonal imbalance, but it goes the other way too. Hormonal imbalance, even at a younger age, it starts aging you. So hormonal imbalance plus gut inflammation creates anxiety. And we all know you can have sadness with anxiety and it's like you're burning. And you can have sadness without anxiety and it's pure and it can be sublimated and you can write poems and do music with it. So hormonal balance and healthy gut can give you confidence at any age. That's why it's so important. And that's the vagus nerve that I was introducing previously, is one of the biggest nerves connecting the gastrointestinal tract with the nervous system. So basically, the gut and your brain are connected. It's a two-way communication. That's a very interesting and very important point. And because they're connected, the immune system is involved. So you have this triad of gut, brain, and immunity. So hormonal imbalance creates stress and anxiety, and it affects the vagus nerve that results in gastrointestinal disorders like irritable bowel disease, inflammatory bowel disease, etc. Remember, we have, we say, butterflies in our stomach. This is our gut. This is actually literally how our gut is kind of feeling. It's feelings they get from the gut. Now, very important, 90% of the human body serotonin is produced in the gut. Serotonin is implemented in all mental illness. All disorders, depression, have to do with serotonin reuptake. This is what antidepressants do. So there are a lot of benefits in using probiotics. I very fast went through prebiotics and probiotics, and how prebiotics have to do with foods and probiotics have to do with bacteria that are created. Basically, it aids in weight loss. If you don't have probiotics, you're gonna start putting on weight. It has to do with metabolism, improves brain health because the gut and the brain are connected. And to all those that were affected by COVID-19, it has disrupted the gut microbiome. So you're more eligible. So now we're talking about healthy diet and exercise. Everybody knows that. Here is the problem. A lot of people exercise and they diet and they can't lose weight. Why? Because fat is a systemic issue. Obesity has to do with hormonal imbalance. Why? Because, for example, IGF-1 deficiency, you're not gonna build muscle no matter how much you work out. So it's not the gym, it's the hormones and the importance of resonance and body synchronization and hormonal balance. For example, too little insulin, you're putting on weight. Too much insulin, you're putting on weight. It has to be an optimal range. It has to be a balance within the optimal range. The same thing with leptin. Too little leptin, you have hunger. Too much leptin, hyperleptinemia, you're also very hungry. It has to be the normal range. So there is a hormonal resonance. It's not just that you're missing a hormone. It's how these hormones interact and resonate with each other. And hormones are proteins. Proteins are the brains of the cells. And without hormones or proteins, the cells are like brain dead. And that means they cannot work. It's the interconnectivity between gut, hormones, proteins, how they balance into a resonant interconnectivity. So why do we age? Dysbiosis and hormonal imbalance, which is lack of proteostasis, lack of protein. So we focus on the wrinkle, right? Rather than the imbalance and disorganization that defines aging. But broken links bring disharmony and aging. So the wrinkle doesn't matter because it's what happens underneath that matters. This gut-brain axis and how this is systemic harmony. This is one of my books where I basically postulate that marketing and truth about anti-aging are often incompatible. And we're looking for youth in all kinds of things that are sold here today. And this is my new book about the rhythm of youth. It was just published, it's selling now all over the world. My books have been translated in 12 languages. The rhythm of youth is how you go from awkward to being in sync. It has to do with resonance. And this is what you need to understand and implement in your practice. A combination of things that are resonant and basically enhance youth, which is centered around synchronized balance and proteostasis. So what matters is the resonant communication between gut and brain and hormones, gut, health, and hormonal balance. And this is what a resonant technology can create. Look at the cells, how they can communicate, not just with the cells next to them, but with cells further away from them. And this is what we have been working on resonance and how we can establish systemic balance through resonance. This is the dramatic resonance effects under the microscope. You see the cells multiplying and connecting, and it's fascinating to observe that, how fantastic and how basically effective it is. This is myself in our lab. We have done some studies with gut and hormonal resonant balances. We've seen a 36.87 reduction of CRP, so reduction of inflammation. We've seen a significant increase of metabolic boost, 41% of metabolic boost, which of course will avoid mood swings and muscle aches and fatigue and brain fog and constipation. That's 650 subjects. We also found that it suppresses hunger significantly. It reduces bad cholesterol in 650 subjects, gut and hormone resonant balance, and also it decreases triglycerides in about 650 subjects. These are my books that have been translated in 12 different languages. I've written also 71 scientific articles. And this is my WhatsApp if you want to take a picture, and if you have any questions, I'll be very happy to answer any questions you have, or you can email me at science@aurelius.com. Thank you very much, and thank you for the invitation.